They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet because they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew. Let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
Anywho.
They're entertaining everyone, so who's gonna grouse? Just sit right back and you'll hear some tales on Stars in the House.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stars in the House.
I'm Seth Rudetsky.
And I'm James Wesley. And
James Wesley Rudetsky.
And we're back together after last night doing the show
yeah.
separately, which, Seth, I think that actually worked really well. I loved, because we have our signals because we'll under the table because we don't have someone in our ear. This isn't
right. We're talking to our executive producer.
Professionals, but we're not like the Ellen Show or Jimmy Kimmel where we've got a whole staff of 100. We've got a dedicated staff of volunteers and staff of 10. Mm-hmm. And there's no one in our ear. So we have signals where we go underneath. It's okay, like that. Right.
I have one more question.
I have one more question or I'm next. So last night, because Julie and I were in the city because Julie had a doctor's appointment and we had a big winter storm in the Northeast and Seth was here at the house. Seth literally did this without, we didn't plan that, Seth. That was really good.
Wait,
I thought it worked.
I was giving you a signal?
Well, because you wanted, you had a question next.
Oh, right.
That was really good.
Oh, yeah. We worked it out, but it was hard to when the show separated. And by the way, I keep being out of my ring light by the ring light showing in our vote-a-thon. This is my natural. We don't have any ring light. This is my literally my natural coloring. Okay, so people, welcome to Stars in the House. What is Stars in the House? You're asking. Stars in the House is a daily fundraiser we began as soon as Broadway stopped, and
right around the time of Sunshine Songs, which we will get to very shortly here.
I think we predated it by a week.
That's right.
And we've been raising money ever since then, since March, for the Actors Fund, because we knew that basically all artists would be out of work, and not just artists, by the way, anyone that works in the arts. So the Actors Fund raises money for, yes, everybody on stage and off stage, the house managers, the publicists, anyone that does marketing, stage managers. Anyone can go to the Actors Fund, actorsfund.org, and say, I can't pay my rent, I can't pay my medical bills, can't pay my health insurance, I need social worker, whatever you need, the Actors Fund will help you with. And we've been raising money basically every single day since March. And at this point, from the donations from generous people like you, we don't have any corporate sponsors, just generous people, we are up to around...
No, we are up to $606,700.
We are over $500,000. God, it's really hitting me.
And by the way, that's
really
not
amazing.
Including what was it, $54,000 from the fundraiser on Tuesday for CBS?
Oh, yeah. We did a one-night fundraiser for the Gay and Lesbian Synagogue, and it raised $54,000. It's really amazing how generous people are being. I keep trying to move the ring light. Now it's going
to crack.
Drive me crazy.
And now we don't have any light. Now, Mandy's upset. Forget it. People, Seth, know that ring lights exist.
I'm mortified. I'm so OCD. I just keep singing and focusing on it.
Do you want to switch places?
No,
I can block my head the entire show.
It's fine. I'm going to be in literally the sassiest Donna McKechnie popping my head. So listen, if you can donate, get thee to starsinthehouse.com. $5 is the minimum. You can write a message. And once you get your receipt, forward that message and the receipt to donations@starsinthehouse.com. They'll be sent to us, and then we'll send them to someone like Ms. Laura Benanti to read them tonight. She'll be like, so-and-so, donated $10. Moo. So literally, donations@starsinthehouse.com.
Well, let me read a few to get, and I'll do these, and then hopefully we'll get a new batch very soon, and we'll send them to Laura. We want to thank, these are just a few of the donations that have come in. We want to thank Susan from Ohio, who donated $10, been watching all year since March. Every show has been a gift and a lifesaver. I've learned so much and found out about so many talented people. So grateful to Seth and James. Thank you so much, Susan. Deb, also from Ohio, donated $150. Thank you all, Seth and James, and the cast of thousands. That's true. I'm sure we've had well over 1,000 people on the show by this point who have opened your home and your hearts to us when we have all needed it most.
Open your heart. What's that
there
from?
You go.
Open your heart. Help us on the way. No,
there we go.
Sorry,
it's
in my head.
Okay. With the vaccine an actual reality, we're thankful to the medical professionals and scientists, amen, who are there to do it, but art and music, and you are getting us through it. That's so nice. And we also want to thank Diana from California, who donated $50, Jade from New York, $10, and Lynn from New York, also $10. Lynn with one N. So, Lynn, you know who you are.
We're getting nice advice. Take the frame off the wall. Yeah, I hear ya. I know.
Well, or we take the glass and or plastic, depending on how cheap we are, with the frames behind us out, because that's what I did for the Concert for America. That's
working.
Behind the scenes trick. There actually is no glass.
So like we have a bunch of kids waiting to go on, and I feel bad making them wait because I know how anxious I would be. By the way, all kids, we could see, do not have a panic attack. It's actually totally fun. Everyone's like, hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Isaiah. It's actually gonna be super fun. We could see you backstage. Oh my God. But we want to first focus on something that we did before we bring on
yes, because we do have all of the stars of Homeschool Musical. Besides the wonderful Tony winner, Laura Benanti, we also have all 7, I believe, if the Wi-Fi holds out, all 7 stars of the show, which we cannot wait to see. We have HBO Max and we will be watching it.
Yeah.
And the trailer is amazing, as you will see soon. But we have been working ourselves with a labor of love.
We keep saying we have a big project. We haven't said what it is. So this is what it was.
And it came out on Monday. Georgia on My Mind, Broadway for Georgia. And we would love for you to just Google it and you will find it. Go to YouTube, Georgia on My Mind, or Broadway for Georgia, and you will find it.
Can I explain what it is?
Of course, go.
Okay. So basically, we've always done a lot of civic stuff, and there's been a lot of voter stuff going on, and we really wanted to help. And Fair Fight, we think, does a great job.
It's called voter suppression. Yes.
Yeah. So we think Fair Fight does a great job working on that. So we got connected through Audra McDonald and Stacey Abrams and Fair Fight, and we basically decided to do another big song like we did for Broadway for Orlando, What the World Needs Now Is Love. They suggested Georgia on My Mind. We called Michael McElroy and Joseph Joubert, who run the Broadway Inspirational Voices, and they came up with this great arrangement. And then James, and Audra started like texting people and saying, can you sing? Can you sing? And then all these people said yes. And basically, if you buy, it's really great to listen to on YouTube and watch the video, but if you buy it, all the money goes to Fair Fight.
It's like, it's on iTunes, $1.29.
Yeah. And we keep watching it. It keeps raising on the charts.
Yeah.
So we would love it if you guys bought it tonight.
If you're able to go, if you can spare $1.29, iTunes, Broadway for Georgia, you will find it, buy it, gift it. It's that time of year. It's the last night of Hanukkah.
Yeah. So kids watching, this is the plethora of amazing Broadway stars. So your job is to be able to name me.
Yes, we should test each one of them.
You need to name me 10 Broadway stars, and you may think that's a lot, but there are probably 50. So name me 10 Broadway stars as you watch this video, and I don't count because I'm on it. So name me 10 Broadway stars.
Well, we are at the end. If you catch, we have a cameo, including with Mandy and Bagel. If you look at the very end, when all of the video, like all the
we
videos
filmed it right
up,
there.
Where they're actually filmed it right there. But
no, we filmed it on that couch with the dogs on us.
No,
How were the dogs on us?
We were on the
we were on the bed. We were on the floor. You're right, totally right. Wow, that's so funny. Anyway, so yeah, but we don't count. So kids, start taking notes. 10 Broadway stars, and like we said,
I could see you all backstage. So like, I want to see either a phone out and you're like taking.
Oh, there they are. Hi, Jeffrey.
You should enjoy it. Enjoy it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And then just use your memory. Okay, Jeffrey, you're on it. I can tell. You're gonna be able to do it.
Okay, so it's Georgia on My Mind, and if you buy, like we said, the money goes to Fair Fight. Here we go. This is an amazing arrangement, Michael McElroy and Joseph Joubert.
Yes.
Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said Georgia. Georgia, a song of you, comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams, I see the road leads back to you. Back to you. Georgia
on my mind. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams. I see the road leads back to you, Georgia, no peace I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. On my mind. We're singing this song for you. Yeah, yeah. On my mind. All night, all night. Georgia. Come on, Georgia.
Yeah, that yeah is Rosie Perez
Yes.
and the clapping.
She went, yeah. And we
It's
tried
one
to
of-
keep it.
It's one of our favorite parts of the whole song.
Because she just sends in a video. She's just like, Georgia, yeah. And we're like, you know what? We're keeping it. You kids are so cute watching it.
And the two things we'll say, and Laura, we promise we're going to bring you out, is that there are two sections that you wouldn't know it unless you really were an aficionado of musical theater and put it together. So
The first one was
James.
James's idea.
First one was, we love Leslie Uggams. She's a civil rights icon and a musical theater star, and one of the first Black women to be a star on Broadway.
She's
Her
pioneer.
and Diane Carroll. She's a real pioneer. And so we thought having the younger African American women leading up to Leslie Uggams
With the lyric.
with the lyric. Yeah,
The lyric
explain
is
that.
because they go, the road leads back to you. So we have like Anika Noni Rose and Adrienne Warren and
Carly Hughes,
Audrey McDonald.
Vanessa Williams,
And then Leslie goes, Georgia. So it sort of led. And then my idea was we have the Hamilton cast. So we have Lynn and
because Lin-Manuel Miranda
and
has
Javi Munoz and Renee Goldsberry and Philippa Sue. And it ends with the road leads back to you. And then it goes to Rent because it was Hamilton literally leads back to Rent. So that was our sort of inside tip of the hat. So just saying.
Yes.
Did you see? I hope you guys saw Mandy. Okay, I want to show the trailer, then bring on Laura. That way it sets up the show.
Really?
No?
I know. Let's bring Laura on. I want Laura.
I'm not aware of
on.
Laura's work.
You're not.
Okay, please welcome back. I don't have Ms. Laura Benanti.
Hi, Laura.
Hi. First of all, that video is amazing. Second of all, I guess my invitation got lost.
It
In the
did get
mail?
lost. So we're still planning on
Oh.
you. Listen, all we got were emails like this. Laura is so busy doing, all we literally kept getting were from the powers that be. Laura is so busy doing HBO. That's what we kept getting from certain people. That's why we were like, we can't ask her. We can't ask her.
You can always ask me to do anything. You didn't want me to go Georgia. You didn't need an operatic soprano singing Georgia on my mind.
That was the second issue. No,
Think about it. Think about it. If Kelly O'Hara can be there, so can I.
no, are you kidding me? We really loved you. Everyone was like, she is overwhelmed with HBO.
Overwhelmed.
I would literally do anything for you guys.
Well, that, by the way, I wanted to tell everybody, Laura Benanti says yes to everything. I've been doing, by the way, I don't think I've ever done a Broadway show with Laura Benanti, but I've done a million shows with her because all she ever does are fundraisers. Literally, I've done so many shows with you. Broadway 101, Nothing Like a Dame, Hair Concert, A Voice for the Voice, like literally whatever I ask you. And she's literally hosted Stars in the House as well. So Laura Benanti, you are a social justice warrior.
Thank you. Anyway, that video was incredible. Would have been made more incredible by just really floating it. Just a descant.
Oh, and then just held. And
Great tone.
you know, it's my favorite sound.
I could always do it over if you guys want.
Okay,
How
thank
about
you.
the dance remix? We did that. We've done that before.
Sure.
Thank you for
sense.
coming, Laura. Okay, next up we have. Wait,
Laura, is it when we started Stars in the House? I think March 16th. When did Sunshine Songs begin?
yeah, when was the
March
first tweet?
13th.
Wait a minute.
March 13th.
Friday,
Wow.
March 13th.
I said we predated you. So tell everybody
Oh,
how
I
this.
know. First,
Tell everybody how it
first
began.
words on my mind.
So
No.
first, go.
Friday, March 13th.
And what was it?
I went out onto my mother's front porch, and I, without an ounce of makeup on my face and an unshowered head, looked into a camera like a moron and said, everyone whose musicals were canceled, I know you must be so disappointed, and I know it's not the same as performing for your communities, but if you would like to perform for me, I want to see you. So send me your videos, use the hashtag Sunshine Songs. I thought I'd get like 20 videos, and I ultimately ended up getting over 15,000 videos,
Oh my God!
of
First
which
of all,
I
that-
watched and commented on every single one.
You watched and commented every single one. You didn't just feel like literally starting a new private Twitter account where like you couldn't be tagged anymore.
No, because I was so moved by the outpouring of these kids, by their sincerity, by their ingenuity, by their tremendous desire to not only be like seen, but to be of service. And I really started to get an insight into this generation in a way I had not previously. It became such a movement, really.
But Laura, how did you know? I mean, Broadway had only been closed for 24 hours. How did you know that it would have such an impact because of like spring musicals? Or like, how did you know the
Yeah,
time?
so my mom is a voice teacher. So she was looking at her phone and really upset. And I asked her what was going on. And she was like, I'm just so disappointed for my students, especially my seniors, because they're canceling the musicals. And something that I know is that this generation of kids self-identifies as anxious more than any previous generation. And for me, my school musical was an actual lifesaver. I felt so other growing up. I felt like such a loser and so weird and different. And the one time of year that I felt seen was when we did our school musical. It was the one time of year I felt like my town went, whoa, okay, look at that weirdo. She's pretty talented. And I was concerned that these kids would feel like they had turned into ghosts.
Right. And that they would not be seen.
They would not be seen.
Well, I wanted to
trapped
say.
in their houses.
I wanted to say a side note because a lot of there are always the models that are like, I was so tall in high school, and like my eyes were spaced so far apart, and it's like you're actually gorgeous and popular. Laura actually is dyslexic, so when you say like you were an outcast, like you truly were, like you loved sopranoing and musical theater,
Oh my God.
and you felt unintelligent because no one diagnosed you.
When I was a senior in high school, I was in a freshman math class, which was humiliating because I literally could not see the shapes, the geometric shapes. When they were like, showing me an isosceles triangle, I was like, I only see lines. It was so frustrating. And at that point, I was not diagnosed as having dyslexia. So I was just like, I'm stupid.
And Laura, of course, went to high school in the 30s before people knew about dyslexia.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that no one
We
knew.
didn't even have electricity, all that candlelight. No wonder I couldn't see.
Well, Laura, okay, so how did it go from Sunshine Songs to Homeschool Musical? I mean, it's like, how did that happen?
Well, so Sunshine Songs happened, and then I did the Sunshine Concerts, which were similar to what you guys did, which were these free virtual concerts, but specifically for senior citizens in senior living communities and children in hospitals, who are the two like most isolated groups during this time, and who I knew wouldn't be on social media. So I partnered with my friend Kate Dieter-Meriday and two groups, Seniorly and K4 Connect, and they got the programming into the facilities. So that happened. And then World of Wonder, which is the production company that does RuPaul's Drag Race, among many others. They contacted me and said, do you want to do something more with us? And, I really wasn't sure in the beginning because it came from such a place of service. I weirdly felt weird monetizing it but the good news was their hearts were in the same place as mine. They really just wanted to give a platform to these young people to be seen. They weren't like, let's use the children for millions of dollars. Like nobody's making millions of dollars off of it. Trust me. This is basically a charitable act.
Right.
So they contacted me. We went to HBO Max, who bought the project. And then originally it was going to be a scripted musical. And then when George Floyd was murdered and the Black Lives Matter movement really took off in a way that, it hadn't previously, I think because we were all trapped in our homes looking at the same news. It hit a boiling point that thank goodness it's gotten to, this incredibly important social justice movement. But we collectively as a group said, we cannot be putting words into these kids' mouths. Us middle-aged white people can't be saying here you go, diverse group of young people. This is what we think you'd say. So we pivoted to a documentary. Mm-hmm. And we brought on the 7 young people who we'll meet, who have such incredible stories, in deep intelligence, incredible empathy. They are so kind, so loving, so smart, so powerful. They use their artistry as activism in a way that you do. I'm just so inspired by them and really inspired by their generation. And I'm really proud of it. It's, Homeschool Musical. It's streaming now on HBO Max. You can watch it. And I think it turned out really, really great. I really do.
Well, let's show the trailer. Hold on, there's a weird echo, by the way. Maybe Jonah, help Laura on that while we show the trailer, because I think we're going to show the long trailer. I think it's 90 seconds because it's a great one. It really sets up the show. So, Seth, we're gonna do that. Hold on, Seth's telling you young high school. Actually, former high school students, I think they do phone numbers. He's writing in the private chat because we've already gotten donations. So check the private chat. Jonah, you help Laura with the sound, and we are going to show the trailer.
Here's this amazing trailer. It's HBO
Really
Max, and we keep wanting to call it High School Musical. It's not. It's called School Musical.
Homeschool Musical, Class of 2020.
Homeschool Musical, Class of 2020.
Here we go.
Am I rolling in there?
This may seem silly, but I know that a lot of high schools are going to have their musical canceled. If you would like to sing and tag me, I want to see you. I want to hear it. Sunshine Songs quickly took on a life of its own. I got thousands of videos.
When Laura commented on my first video, I freaked out.
The young people you're about to meet
I'm talking to one of my idols. Hello.
raised their voices during this unprecedented time.
We all go through things from day to day. And art is what's going to get us through.
Quarantine drained me of all my creative energy.
I was a wreck. I was crying all the time.
We had all lost our jobs. I wouldn't be able to go to college.
My mom was like, we don't have a house. What do you mean we don't have a house? I was just there this morning.
I started realizing I'm trans.
Sometimes you have to really look inside yourself and heal.
I feel our generation lifting each other up and lifting the world up.
Very resilient and optimistic and kind. And I'm so proud of the class of 2020.
Yay!
Laura, I know that you produced it and you're on it, but don't you kind of want to be a kid in it too? Aren't you jealous that it wasn't around when you were 18?
No, when I was 18, I was on Broadway. What am I jealous about?
Okay, I gotta go. What else?
On that note, let's bring out the first three stars of the show. Isaiah. Bring out Isaiah.
Look at that suit. Yes, on the red suit.
Hi, Isaiah.
Hi.
Isaiah is obsessed with you.
Seth, I love you so very much.
Oh,
James,
that's
you too.
great.
But
Thank you, Isaiah.
But mostly
Seth.
Well, I'm on the radio every day. I get it. Thank you, Isaiah. It's very sweet. How old are you?
I'm 18.
The suit is rocking. Who's next?
Bring out Elizabeth, my fellow Texan.
Oh my God.
Hello! Oh my
Elizabeth, where are you from in Texas?
I'm from San Antonio.
Oh, I love San Antonio. I've done some shows down there.
Really? Oh my
Yes,
god.
San Antonio. And who's next? Fisher.
Okay, Fisher is
Bring on
in the bottom
Fisher.
group. A 1, a 2, a 3, a Fisher.
Hello.
Hi, nice placement. Fisher, are those Christmas lights or are those just like every day I have lights in my room?
They're just every day I need my lights, you know?
That's what I thought. Not surprised. Okay, you guys are all amazing. So give us some background, Laura. Like I feel like you kind of know the amazing things to ask them because you know all the stories. By the way, I know there's 7 kids, but I'm devastated for the 8th. Like who is the 8th that almost got it that didn't? I'm so devastated.
Oh my gosh.
If we told you, we'd have to kill you.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like we did them.
Oh, she's
Just
still
kidding. We did not kill him. No children were killed in the making of this.
in the
Don't
making
go
of
to jail,
this.
Nana. Don't do that.
All right, so Laura, you lead it.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
sorry. Wait, cut. Isaiah, please read donations first. Sorry.
Oh, right.
I sent you already. I'm sorry.
Isaiah.
I thought kids were always on their phones. Why weren't you checking?
Isaiah's respectful.
I'm sorry. Do you want my list too for the Broadway celebrities? Anyway, donation.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes, what are your Broadway celebrity lists?
Wait, I'll do that first, real quick.
Okay.
I missed some people because I was typing really fast. Leslie Hughes, Billy Porter, Ben Platt, Tracy Thomas, Kayla Suttle, Kelly O'Hara, James Monroe. I forgot to say his last name. Peppermint, Adrian Warren, Audra McDonald, Vanessa Williams, Jesse Mueller, Bernadette Peters, Montego Glover, Josh Gad, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Philippa Sue, Renee Elise Goldsberry, Jeremy Jordan, Adam Pascal, Adina Menzel, LaShawn, and Celia Gooding.
Wow.
Isaiah, just real quickly, who didn't you see there?
Laura Benanti and Patty LaPone.
Okay. Okay, just checking in. Just checking in.
Where's Patty? Anyway,
She's
donation.
verifying. Isaiah, please read the donations.
Did you send them to me?
Oh,
wait.
Busted.
Hold on. Whose number did I send it to? You know, because probably you kids, you don't do hyphens because it's not cool. So it's just a string of numbers.
I was typing so fast because you wanted my number. Like, I'm giving it to you.
Isaiah did not.
But Elizabeth, maybe Elizabeth needs to
Wait,
be
what did I do
rewarded.
wrong?
Out of this group,
I did that
Elizabeth's the only
right.
one who did
Oh, wait. I forgot to push send.
Well,
it's okay, Seth.
There
I
you
love
go.
you. There we go. Okay, we have Kate from Connecticut, $51. Ooh, come on. So much love to Wa and these wonderful kids. Shine bright, EXO. Kristen from Ohio, $20. Is it Chenoweth? Love her. I've been a fan of Stars in the House since March, and I'm a big fan of Fisher for several years. So excited for this show. Mark from Massachusetts, $51. Georgia on My Mind was amazing. I am a consistent donor, and pause. I am a consistent donor, and it's because you. Oh my God, I can't read. I am a consistent donor, and it's because you constantly inspire. BTW, Laura Benanti is a goddess and needs to do a night with Seth on the concert series. Please, I agree. Get her on. Sing Vanilla Ice Cream with her. Anyway,
Come on.
sorry.
Yes, sir.
And the last one. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And Sam's mom, $50. Fisher, we love you and love that people everywhere can see you shine. God, I can't read. Lord help me. Fisher, we love you and love the people. Okay, last time, I promise. I'm so excited. I can't read.
You got it, babe.
you got it.
Fisher, we love you and love that people everywhere can see you shine bright. Wait, oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's perfect.
Fisher, we love you and love the people everywhere. Love that people everywhere can see you shine bright. That's not correct grammar, but anyway,
It's not great
talent and
grammar.
Beauty.
That's what the
It wasn't my fault.
no.
No.
I know,
Not
but
at
they
all.
love you. They love you, Fisher. They love
And
you.
that was
like
a
the
very
shiny
generous donation.
Well, hold on, Isaiah. It's because there's literally no there's no punctuation. in
Not
that
one
sentence.
single
That's
comma.
why you're talking about
Anything.
one
I was really
period,
trying.
comma, question
I was
mark,
really
nothing.
trying, James. I was trying.
Isaiah, you did a great job with no punctuation.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Fisher,
I go to college, I
so many
promise.
props. All right,
I
Laura,
know,
you
somebody
lead.
recognized my fan. Thank you so much.
Laura, you're leading.
I am?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
because you know the stories to pull out of these brats.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, they're definitely not
Seth
bad.
Radetsky.
I don't know
Hey.
about that.
Anyone under 30 is a brat to me.
Isaiah, that's actually a compliment when he
Actually, it
says.
Oh, it's okay.
I got
Thank you,
it.
Seth. I
It's an
appreciate it.
affectionate compliment from Seth Rudetsky. Trust me.
That's true.
I'll cry about it later. Thank you.
Isaiah, tell us where you're from and how old you are.
I'm actually from Georgia, so I wasn't in the video, but it's fine. Just like Laura, I got cut. It's okay. What was the question? Where am I from? Oh,
Where are you from and how old are you?
I'm from Georgia and I'm 18.
And what's your and actually I want to know what everyone's plan was for after graduation, because I know college freshmen, some are deferring, some are going, some are in person, some are virtual. So Isaiah, what's your story for this fall?
My plan was to go to college. Where? Did not know. But it was to go to college for musical theater. And then maybe like a month before I went to school, everything like kind of settled down, and then everything happened the way it needed to. And then I enrolled, and then I went for a semester.
Isaiah, what you'll learn when you watch the documentary is Isaiah and his mom and sister went through like a difficult transitional period where they could no longer live in their home. And so they were in a hotel for a while. And Isaiah, in order to stay in his school, had to wake up at, 4 in the morning?
3.
3 in the morning to get on the bus to go to school, which was at that point an hour away.
During show week, oh my God,
He was playing Donkey and Shrek.
I was Pinocchio and Shrek.
Oh, Pinocchio and Shrek, I'm so sorry.
I can never be Donkey.
Forgive me. For which he later won an award. But so fortunately, he was able to do his show, which so many kids missed out on. But nobody in his life in school knew what he was going through. They did not know that he and his family had been displaced. They did not know they were living out of a hotel. He just showed up every day to school and acted as if and did his thing. And then they moved in with his godmother, and he figured, and his mom and sister are first responders. They're both nurses in the hospital system during COVID. So he was alone.
Isaiah, so was your High School Musical not canceled because basically there weren't really lockdowns in Georgia, but yet there were still the negative effects of coronavirus?
Our show closed the week before coronavirus shut down school. So like whatever the weekend of the 14th is above that, we did our show gratefully. And then after that, we were like, oh.
I know we have all these photos and everything's blurry. Wait, is this? Oh.
Yes. That's Isaiah singing I Will Survive.
Hey.
Yes, those wigs will survive. All right, Elizabeth, you're from San Antonio, which I love. So I guess, Laura, I want to ask you, what about Elizabeth made you go, I want her for my show?
Just very quickly, very quickly, I want to just like circle back to Isaiah so nobody worries about him. He and his mom and sister are gratefully in their own home. They're doing great. He is enrolled in school and killing it. So like nobody has to worry about him, but he got himself through and survived and is thriving a very difficult situation. Now, Elizabeth, it was extremely important to me that we have all different types of people and all different types of voices represented. And Elizabeth has a beautiful classical soprano voice. And she had gotten into Oklahoma where Kelly and Kristen went. Yeah, they're incredible. And then Elizabeth had to defer because her family's store in San Antonio had to close down for 3 months due to coronavirus. And it was a real financial hardship for them.
Elizabeth, oh my gosh, you finally get into the school that you want. Why are you so cheery? Like, I've never seen a smiley or a happier person. Are you past it? Are you denying it? What's happening?
I mean, this happened like HBO, and like now I'm on your show, so there's no reason not to smile, because I'm obsessed. I've seen like every episode of Obsessed, so I mean, they were like my jam. They're my jam. Anyway,
that was good.
Yes. I don't know. I found that there's no need to feel down about a situation that was out of my hands. You know, it's completely out of my control. So you just learn to live with it, and then you find the way out of it. You find the light through it, no matter how big or small that light is, no matter how long or short that tunnel light, is. Sorry, I'm like rambling because I'm just so excited.
You're not.
No, it's great. You're really gonna be able to deal with show business because, as we'll all tell you, it's all about being rejected and not hating yourself and being devastated. It's an amazing attitude you have at such a young age that I need to learn one day.
But that's one of the things that drew me to Liz, that she had a difficult story and was in the midst of when we Zoomed together, she was in the midst of a very challenging time. And yet her positivity and love shone through in such a remarkable way, you know. And I think it's so important too for people to see that, you know, sopranos don't all look like white princesses, you know, that, you know, classical voices come out of all different kinds of people. And I know that Liz went through a journey with that, into loving her last name, into loving how she looks, into loving who she is.
Yes.
And I think representation matters.
Wait, Elizabeth, my whole family's obsessed with you. I literally got a text from my sister Beth. Elizabeth is a gem, so mature and wise. And then my sister Nancy posts here, wow, Elizabeth, you're amazing. My whole family's obsessed.
Period, Liz.
Women, I love you. Oh my God. Oh my God.
As you should, Liz. What a queen.
Okay, now, so Fischer, I love the lights. So what's the story here, Laura? Why is Fischer one of the amazing final 7?
So Fischer and I actually met doing like a master class at where?
The Performing Arts Project.
Yeah, the Performing Arts Project, which Jonathan Bernstein, who's Susie Meisner's partner, you know, runs amongst many other wonderful people. And Fischer asked me a question. She asked me what my love language was. And I thought that was such an interesting question because everybody else was asking me questions about the business. And I thought it was interesting that she was asking me a question about like my humanity. And
just to make sure you were a human.
And then we found out
I just wasn't sure.
not true.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and then for me with Fischer, you know, if we're talking about young people moving through quarantine and figuring out who they are, no one discovered who they are during quarantine more than Fischer. So Fischer, can you tell us more about that?
And Fischer, where are you from?
Yeah. Oh, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. So
I went to Oberlin. Shout out, Ohio.
Yay, Ohio. It's not the best. I'm kidding. I love it. But I did the masterclass with Laura, and then after that, I immediately filmed my Sunshine song. And then I got into my dream school, the University of North Carolina School of the Arts. And there was a trans woman in my class. And that was the first time that I was like, oh, trans people can have careers. And so I was like, well, that's good to know. And then her and I began to talk, and she was asking me a lot of questions, and she was like, have you ever questioned your gender identity? And I was like, no, I've never. Oh, wait, yeah. And so she basically showed me this whole world of feelings that I've like been suppressing my whole life. And
because to clarify, at this point, Fischer was not.
I was in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
You were identifying as male at that point. And this is like during quarantine, like this year in 2020? Oh my gosh, what a huge year for you. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so I went through that, and then I knew I figured everything out. I cleared out all my baggage, and then I decided that I was going to stay in the closet because my parents and I kind of discussed if I wanted to have a career, it would be best for me to stick to what I was doing.
So Fischer, hold on for 1 second. So it wasn't because your family wasn't supportive of you.
No, not
it
at all.
More about like just looking at the overall industry and how society is, and they believed in you as your talent, but they were worried about your career prospects.
Completely. My parents are the best in the world.
Okay.
But we kind of were like, I think it will be best for this industry for me to stay in the closet. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to send in this audition tape for this like stupid A3O Max thing and see if it works out. It's really stupid. Laura Benanti, Mamu, I don't care. And then I got a call back, and I was like, and now we're here. So it's gorgeous.
Wow.
It's lovely.
So what I know that part of the show is you guys get to do your own like fabulous video musical theater performance. Was it American Idol style where it was picked for you? Did you guys have any say in what song you were going to perform?
The whole process was entirely collaborative. So, I mean, Laura made some suggestions here and there for like, I think this is a great song for your story. Or we would send her lists of like 15 songs and she would say, these are great, these are great. And through that collaboration, we got our songs.
Are you allowed to reveal what songs you guys did?
Yeah.
Oh, so let's hear it. So Isaiah, what did you do?
I sang "I Will Survive."
Oh, right.
The disco version. Yeah, I forgot her name. Gloria Gaynor is her name?
I think
See, I don't know. I should do my research. I'm sorry, Seth.
I think
Sorry.
I Will Survive actually is in the Broadway show that I wrote, Disaster. So Isaiah, take care for not knowing that. Elizabeth, what about you?
I didn't know that. Don't do me, Seth.
I didn't hear the word Race for York. I will talk to you
Okay,
privately. Elizabeth, what was your soprano song?
I sang Somewhere from West Side Story.
But in Spanish as well.
Oh, yes.
And beautifully.
Well, like the Rita Moreno Spanish version. She did I forgot the name, but like I took from that and it was just so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Really, really beautiful. We filmed it in her parents' store. And her parents were dancing behind her.
Oh,
so beautiful.
Really, really beautiful.
Amazing.
But wait, back to Isaiah for 1 second. Isaiah, did you have anything to do with the arrangement of I Will Survive? Did you just recreate the original, or were you like, I want this way?
Okay, so Mary Mitchell Campbell, Queen, she just texted me actually saying great job on the celebrity list. So I was like, thanks. But she had sent me inspiration, like what kind of like vibe we want to go for. We don't want to be disco, like corny, but we want it to be like somewhat present day. So she sent me this like slow jazz version of it. I was like, yes, I want those riffs and runs in it, but with this tempo. And then bada bing, bada boom, I Will Survive is brought to you by HBO Max.
Mary Mitchell Campbell is a brilliant music director for people that don't know, and an amazing humanitarian.
Exactly.
Yes, and an amazing humanitarian. Exactly.
So Elizabeth, so you did the Spanish version. I didn't know Rita Moreno recorded it ever.
Yeah, no, neither did I. It was Mary Mitchell who thought maybe we should sing in Spanish. That was like an idea at the very beginning. And so I was like, yeah, sure. And then she's like, well, if you have any inspirations or if you can think of anything or find anything. I was like, yeah. So I looked and like Googled and went everywhere. And then I saw that Rita Moreno sang like a small little portion of it at like some benefit or something. And I was like, is this the song? So I, Google searched it, Spotify'd it, and boom, there it was. So, I just kind of pulled from that. So Rita Moreno, I love you. Yeah.
Wow, great choices. And Fisher, what did you do?
I did Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine.
That's not from a Broadway show. However, I applaud it.
It is, I think, the first time I've ever sung a non-musical theater song. It was great.
It was amazing.
A lot of the songs are actually
Fantastic.
not from musicals. I think
Yeah.
that actually Liz's song is the only song from a musical.
Oh, wow. Seth, before, because we have our other 4 stars coming up, but I know that Seth came up with another contest, Isaiah, and basically name that tune, and so the name of the song, the musical, and extra bonus points if you know what. Seth,
Who sung it?
Who sang
or
it?
Who sang it? So we don't have buzzers, so basically you have to raise your hand as soon as you
and
know,
I'll call on
and
you
James will call.
because he's going to be at the keyboard.
My God, the pressure.
Yeah. Sorry, wait, where's my pedal?
My reputation's on the line right now. Oh my God.
Is Laura also going against us? Or
no? I think it's.
Laura doesn't know.
I don't know.
No one knows Fosca.
You're right, Fisher. You're correct. I don't know.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Wait, is this Sunday in the Park?
You're the right composer. Wrong show. Think 7 octaves down for a woman. Vocal damage. Perhaps too much vodka.
Oh!
Isaiah.
Ladies Who Lunch Company. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
wow.
Very
Wait, do
impressive.
they have to end at 9? Because I'm nervous we're not going to get to the other kids. If we have
No, our shows are free for all.
Okay, great. All right.
Oh, late.
Oh. Well, Fisher followed the rules, Liz, so I have to go with Fisher. Fisher, go.
I didn't follow the rules the first time, but that's On My Own from Les Mis and Samantha Barks.
I hate
Fisher,
that.
take care. It was so
I
nice
never
knowing
hate
you.
more, Fisher.
But we acknowledge people who originate roles and win Tonys for them, not people who reach off the movie version.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank
How do
you.
you know Samantha Barks isn't my sister?
Fisher, how do you not
We're
know
pretty
Francis
sure she's
Ravel?
not your sister.
That was hilarious, by the way. Francis
I-
Ravel, the show was only 30 years before you were born. How dare you not know? Okay, and finally,
All right, Liz, here you go. A chance to redeem yourself. Here. Oh, Liz.
Yes. Breathe, In the Heights, Lin-Manuel. Oh, Mandy Gonzalez?
yes, Queen.
Oh, I never said who originated my role. I'm Elaine Stritch. If we're going with like the old.
Yes,
version.
Isaiah.
I should just leave. I'll just leave. It's okay.
Isaiah, who's singing on Broadway when Broadway shut down?
Patti LuPone.
Who sang in the 1990s revival?
Patti LuPone.
No, Deborah
I don't
Monk.
know.
Go inside. Anyway,
Oh, sorry, I love you though.
guys, don't go anywhere. I want you to stay till the end because we have a little surprise treat at the end. So don't go anywhere,
All right.
kids. We're gonna bring the other 3 kids.
All right.
So nice meeting you
All
all.
right, Liz, Liz,
Love you guys.
See
A
you
little bit
adorable
later.
kids soon. Fisher, we're gonna see you in a moment. Let me bring on the other sweet children. Okay, so we got who do we got left? We have these 3 amazing people left.
We have 4.
Oh, there's 4. Joe, Alana.
Yes, Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hello, how are you guys? I
Oh,
guess we already
good.
know how you guys are. You don't have to answer that.
It was rhetorical.
Alana.
Rhetorical. You're just being kind. Alana.
Hi, Alana.
One of my favorite musicals. We have Annie.
Hi. NYC.
Yes, and we have Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hey.
Now, Jeffrey's Wi-Fi is.
Oh God,
Jeffrey's Wi-Fi.
Jeffrey's Wi-Fi don't like
He
him.
gives me a heart attack.
Don't
Yeah.
like him.
There's
Don't
always
give me
one. In this one, it's Jeffrey.
It's always Jeffrey.
Was it always Jeffrey?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
every Zoom is up to me, like Jeffrey, Jeff.
It's fine. We'll just basically blink twice for no, blink once for yes. All right, so Laura.
Alana, hold on. What were you saying? Because Laura was talking at the same time. Well, why is it?
I always Jeffrey's Wi-Fi, but last night it was also me, so I'll take that out. It's karma because I always, make fun of him. I make fun of the kid, but I love him.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so here we go. So Joe, where are you from?
I'm from West Orange, New Jersey. Almost New York.
Right near us. So
You're
Laura,
kidding.
what was it about Joe that made you say yes? Top 7.
Because he's so weird. I like everybody that I saw was, he's just, he's a super smart, like incredibly smart. Like I'll probably vote for him for president as soon as I can. Really empathetic, really creative. My friend John Hellier was his music teacher at West Orange High School, and I've known John since I was 13. So John and I, during this whole process, even when it was a musical, I was texting him back and forth, like, who do you have? Who are some great kids? And he sent me a bunch. But Joe really stood out for me in terms of his activism, in terms of his like kooky personality, and how comfortable he seemed in his own self for such a young man. To be 18 years old and to be so grounded, to me was just really kind of incredible.
Joe, did you have a musical that you were going to be in that was
I
canceled?
did. I was going to be playing Feldzig in The Drowsy Chaperone. We were going to enter tech the week. I was secretly like, man, this whole COVID thing seems to be pretty real. It looks like we're going to get an extra week of spring break. I get to postpone tech. And then it looked like maybe I'm not going to have a show my senior year.
Oh, I love Drowsy Chaperone. I've always wanted to do that show. So
It's a great one.
You. But at least you got through like the rehearsal, like you got to really know the role.
I did. I feel a real special connection to that one because my mom was the wardrobe supervisor on it, the wonderful Terry Purcell, back when it was on Broadway. So some of my earliest memories are being dragged around in baskets backstage. So getting to do that show again was like, wow, really comes full circle. And then it got pulled right up
that's
under me.
And it's one of those classic high school things where you'll actually be playing that role in 62 years. Like you're so
Yeah.
young for it that like, don't worry about it. Oh,
Something
man.
about being the tall guy gets you typecast as a dad in high school. Not necessarily fun to be playing a dad from the age of 15, but maybe that's why I'm so mature.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I get it. I was
See, I
Golda
played-
in Fiddler on the Roof for my freshman year.
You played Golda. I played the rabbi. Join
Yeah.
the club. Literally great. Had to spray my hair white. All right, Alana, where are you from?
Hi. Okay, I was born in San Antonio. And then I moved to New Braunfels for middle school, which is like 30 minutes outside of San Antonio. I talk about it in the doc. And I like to say I'm from Houston, Texas, you know, H-Town, hold it down. Yes, that's the city I rep most.
That's where I grew up.
That's where this clown grew up.
Yes, I love these Texans. You have 2 out of 7? Wow,
Yeah.
Laura.
2 out of 7.
Texas is a big theater state. So what was your show? And did you get to do it?
I did not. So I had 2, maybe like 3-ish shows that we were doing. I went to a performing arts high school, so like the second semester of our year was just like, oh, get on the stage. I was going to do a play called In the Continuum, which was by Denai. It was her. I can't remember her last name, but she was in the Walking Dead series for a long time.
Denai Guerrero.
Yes. And it was her NYU thesis play. It's a 2-woman show with 2 Black women surrounding like their different experiences with AIDS across the world. So I was really excited. It was going to be super powerful. We didn't get to do it. And then, you know, we had our, you know, senior shows and then our graduation show, which was just more of a compilation of musical theater songs. So yeah, that didn't get to happen, but fate, you know, brought me somewhere else. So I'm not complaining. Yeah.
And Laura, why did you think Alana is one of the 7?
When I met with Alana, she was like, I've been sewing my own clothes from like my grandmother's old suits. I've been making stop motion animation with Barbie dolls since I was in middle school. She like pulled out like a book that she wrote when she was like, I don't even know how old. She is a mogul. Like I will absolutely be like, can I have a job one day? Like, if any of us want to know anything, the 8 of us, we're like, Alana, do you have the link for Stars in the House? Like Alana knows all. And so Alana filmed. Hello?
I'm so sorry.
Annie? God.
Well, we knew that was not Alana's phone.
We're going to talk about this.
I know. I'm sorry.
We're going to talk about this.
Why are people calling you?
It's so popular, you know?
So Alana actually filmed her own music video. So all the other kids, we, you know, helped them in some way. And Alana had done so much previously just on her own, just for fun, that we were like, go and do it, go and be free. And what she put together is absolutely astonishing. I cannot believe that she's only 18 years old. Like I literally cannot believe she's only 18.
What's your major? Everything?
I'm a musical theater major at the University of Southern California.
But what about like stage managing and stuff? It sounds like you want to do everything.
I would love to do it one day. I mean, I have a portfolio. I'd love to add it to it, maybe.
No, she's going to be like Beyonce. Like, she's going to be like taking over the world, like billions of followers, people like I'll be like, Alana, remember me? She'll be like, no.
But Alana, wait a minute. Did you end up moving to Los Angeles or did you defer? Or are you doing it virtually?
Yeah, so my first semester was virtual. So I moved in with my grandparents actually back to New Braunfels, you know, right outside of San Antonio. And I've been living here for 6 months because my mom moved into a smaller apartment and downgraded after COVID and after I graduated. So yeah, I've been here, but I am moving in January. So we'll see what goes on. I'm excited. And yeah.
Oh. My God. Now, Jeffrey, we want to ask you questions, but we know there's going to be a 10-minute delay. So basically, Laura, maybe why don't you answer for him and he'll sort of just make his eyes big if you're telling the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeffrey,
I'm fine with that.
Oh, we can hear you. I'm sorry.
We can hear you. There's no.
Can you hear me?
It's delayed.
The delay is amazing.
You know what? For the radio, it'll be fine. When this is on Sirius XM, it'll work. So, Jeffrey.
Actually, yeah, Jeffrey, you can speak for yourself. We'll just wait like a couple of seconds till you start talking. Tell us where you're from and what show you were doing, and if it was canceled or not, and what you're doing now.
So I'm Jeffrey. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, and I was about to do an illegal production of Children of Eden, and I was going to be Cain, and I was also going to music direct it and choreograph it, as nobody else wanted to do it. Yeah.
Jeffrey is 17, so he's like so advanced that he should be a senior in high school, but instead he's a freshman at Cincinnati Conservatory of Music. He plays 9 instruments. He's an incredible composer.
Wait a minute. Back to the instruments. Now I'm jealous.
And beautiful dancer, like incredible actor. He's really astonishing.
Jeffrey, what
Joe's gonna be
instrument?
president? Alana's going to be Beyonce. Jeffrey's going to
Yeah.
So wait a minute, Laura. Basically, you got 7 young people who will eventually hire you. That was your main purpose.
This is
in saying it
all
now.
about me.
Yeah.
This is all about my job security.
As she should, make her bag.
I'm just, as I age, I'm slowly like digging my decrepit hands into their backs and I'm going to let them drag me into the future.
Very
That's
smart,
beautiful.
Laura, very smart.
Thank you.
So graphic.
I know.
Okay. Annie, top that.
I can't.
Okay. Adorable.
Jeffrey plays 9 instruments. Why would
I
you
know,
make me
forget
go
it.
after him?
Well, yeah, but your phone rings. Why is that impressive? Annie, where are you from and how old are you, dear?
I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm 18.
I did a show there. It's really nice there. And were you doing a show during COVID that got shut down, or did you get to do it?
I was going to be Amber in Hairspray.
Amber's the biatch.
She's the biatch.
And then what
I'm
happened?
not a biatch.
No,
No.
Annie's not a bitch. She's like the kindest heart of any human you'll ever meet. She and Liz are like tying for kindness.
No, Liz is an angel on earth.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
You know, Annie, I'll ask you a question we haven't asked the others, which is, did you see Laura's post way back in March, and did you upload to Sunshine Songs? Like, how did you get connected with Laura?
I did. So I wrote an original song at the beginning of quarantine. The first one I've ever posted, which was absolutely terrifying, but it was called Begin Again. And it was about quarantine. And I submitted that for Sunshine Songs. And then Laura commented and I died. And that's what happened.
Were you a fan of Laura beforehand, or were you like, who is this old lady commenting?
I will murder.
You called yourself out. Anyway.
I love Laura. Like I have. And I think that my obsession has just grown stronger. So you're welcome, Anna.
Anna, did you keep writing songs during quarantine? Like what was your evolution of writing songs during the time?
Yeah, so during the beginning of quarantine, I didn't really want to play music because I was just kind of bumming about everything. And then my mom was like, okay, get up, go play the piano because it makes you happy and sing. And I did, and I just felt kind of back in love with music, more instead of doing shows when we are singing for other people and performing for other people and putting on a show. It was just me being able to feel the music, which was wonderful. And yes, it definitely reintroduced me to how much I love creating my own music. So that was really nice.
Annie's a really, really beautiful songwriter. And both Annie and Jeffrey contributed to the Sunshine concerts because they both uploaded to or posted for Sunshine Songs, and I became deeply obsessed with them to the point where my husband Patrick was like, please stop liking all of their videos at 2 a.m. You're gonna go to jail. And then they were both in the concerts. But yeah, and Annie is in school right now. Tell them where you're in school and what you're doing.
Yes, I'm at Belmont University and I'm studying commercial voice with a music business emphasis.
What does commercial voice mean? Like pop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love that. It's so interesting how Laura in our day was very just kind of musical theater even major wasn't really that normal. So it's amazing how specific it is now. So did they teach you literally how to riff? Is that commercial?
Right now it's more classical for freshman and sophomore year. We do classical lessons and classical seminar, but we also have a commercial seminar. So that's where we can choose any song we get to sing. And what drew me to Belmont was that program because I couldn't find any other schools with strictly a commercial program. And I loved that.
Well, if you want to be a songwriter, Nashville is a really amazing place to be.
Yeah.
You absolutely are a songwriter.
Wait, total shallow note. Annie, is that a Zoom background?
No, this is my room.
Wait, the color scheme is stunning. Who picked it?
My mom's an interior designer.
There you go.
God, I love it. Okay, so Laura, this show's on HBO.
Excuse you.
Oh,
Excuse you.
it's I don't have my glasses on. Oh, Laura, is that a Zoom background, Laura?
Come on, shining, shining, shining.
Laura, that looks rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Jeffrey.
Oh, you could at least straighten
Jeffrey Jebediah Jones.
He's just happy to flex his Christmas tree.
I know, you're right. It is a beautiful tree.
It is an accident.
I love that your Wi-Fi allowed you to burn me.
Sick burn.
It comes through when it needs to come through.
Yeah.
So this show is on HBO Max, and it's basically all these amazing, talented young people, their stories, plus these music videos that they did. Now, it's tricky style, and it's a class of 2020, and that to me implies there's a class of 2021 happening. Is that happening, Laura Benanti?
I have no idea. You know, my hope is that we will not be in the same situation so that there will be no need. This was really a special thing. This was, you know, about these young people who were in a very particular circumstance. So my hope is that there is no need for one. But listen, if HBO Max is like, let's do 2021, I'm happy to talk about it.
Thank you. Now we got to do a little quiz for these kids.
Yes.
For these brats.
All right. So
wait, I also want to quickly mention, if it's okay, I want to mention that Joe also was like really contributed significantly to his video, where he pulled all of the images that you see in his music video. He had the concept for what he wanted it to be. He pulled all the images, he put it together. So I just wanted to.
I'm just looking at all these great photos. It's just so hard to figure out like who's like what's this creative picture.
Let's see. That's Joe. So that's Joe's video.
Howdy.
That's
There you
him
go.
sitting in his attic, and his sister projecting onto him one of the images he pulled.
Whoa, that is beautiful, man. Okay, and
Thank
then
you.
this is just a sassy picture.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Look at
That's
the hair.
me, yeah.
Wait, I want to move into a Pottery Barn catalog. What's happening? It's beautiful.
That's our front porch. I love that place.
Are you
We get
taking
some
any
natural light.
renters?
It's giving Hobby Lobby.
I love it. It's not Hobby Lobby. No, dear. Okay, so wait.
Very much Joanne's.
all right. So you saw what everyone else had to do. Raise your hand if you know the name of the song.
Okay.
Let's
Right?
look at Jeffrey right
Musical
now.
and who sang it.
I did tease 3 times. I'm just letting you know. I'm not good at test taking. But
We'll
I'll-
see.
I hope I get it. Oh God.
I have to keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey. All right. Here's a delay.
So that would be another delay. Okay. So that would be the Tonight Quintet from West Side Story by Stephen Sondheim and Leonard Bernstein.
Period.
Yes, sir.
Very
Not the
impressive.
delay. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing.
Very impressive.
Well, and there were 5 people who sang it. So name one of them if you can. Can you?
Wait. Okay, are we OBC or the movie?
OBC, dear.
I'm just gonna Moreno.
No.
I'm sorry.
OBC.
Rita Moreno. She was in it. No, Cheetah Rivera.
Thank
Cheetah Rivera.
you.
I'm sorry. It's Cheetah Rivera. Cheetah Rivera. Sorry.
There you go,
Thank
Jeffrey.
you.
All right, Seth next. Annie?
The Wizard and I.
Yes. Why so
Idina.
scared?
From
Wicked.
who sang it?
Idina Menzel.
There you go.
Who was her original cover?
Oh. Actually,
Idina
someone who
Menzel?
looks a lot like Annie.
Yeah, well, I
better
guess
get it
because
right,
my hair.
Andy.
Initials EE.
Oh, I was thinking Shoshana Bean.
No, Shauna was second cover.
But didn't she look like Shoshana Bean?
Eden Espinosa.
There you go.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, next. Wow, going through
Now
it.
you have 2 different keys in this, and it makes no sense in the show why the 2 different keys because they never acknowledge it. But first you hear it like this, then you hear this.
It's hard to hear.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Here we go.
Maybe louder.
First you hear it like this. Then you hear.
I think Jeffrey knows. Jeffrey, go.
So that's Think of Me from Phantom of the Opera. Sarah Brightman originated. Yeah.
Jeffrey, you are on your gig, and I know that with that delay you're using Google, but I don't care. Excellent.
No,
No, he
I
is
am
not.
not using Google Translate. Don't do that.
All right.
Don't do that.
We have one more.
Alana.
Danger in white. Okay, this is Waiting for Life from Once on This Island, originated by LaShawns.
Yes, you guys are real musical theater kids. Okay, so before you go, I'm going to bring back the other angels. Here's Isaiah and Elizabeth. Where's Fischer?
Oh my babies are on stars in the house. You know that they call me Nana?
This is Nana.
It's so old.
It's Laura, Nana, and Benanti.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what?
Laura, Nana, Benanti Brown.
Laura Banana-Tea.
So, kids, I just wanted to share with you my high school experience. I, was like you, sing, dance, act. And finally, when I was graduating high school, I was taking a lot of jazz class. There was one particular step I loved. I don't know if you can see it, but it was like a pull back. You go like this, but like your head, instead of just doing this, it went this to this. And moving the head made it incredible. So anyway, when I was graduating, like HBO Max, the local cable TV station, very similar, asked us, my chorus, to perform. And I danced the Gloria Gaynor classic, Not I Will Survive. It was I Am What I Am. I was in purple plastic jazz pants, black leg warmers, and white capizios. And I thought you would enjoy seeing what my homeschool musical was like when I was 17 years old.
Not the capizios, Seth. Come on.
Now that's Pam Kaplan on the left.
Really,
someone on the right is about to do an amazing layout. Seth Rudetsky. Now, do you see the leg warmers? White Capizio shoes. Now, most amazing step in the world. Down, to the side, up, and pull back. Work!
Okay.
I can say
What a legend.
confidently
Oh, I
that
needed
better
that.
than any of our videos.
What did you say, Fisher?
I can say confidently that is better than any of our videos.
Mm.
I agree.
It is.
And I'll just finally say that our daughter Julie is obsessed with TikTok, and she's always forcing us to make them. So this is my time travel version for you.
That's incredible.
What a king. Dancer first.
You still got it.
So HBO Max, that was my audition. And I'm available. My high school show was what? All right, we have some more donations before we go.
Well, this is going to take me a little while. I had to.
You're gonna send. I'm sorry. We're gonna send them.
Seth, you should do our duet challenge on TikTok.
Oh, well, let me show one. Okay, so we can get the phone number. So yeah, if people don't know, go to TikTok, and every single one of these angels, aka brats, is doing a duet challenge. So they sing a great song, and then basically they leave out the amazing notes for you to sing along with. So I'll just show you one of the examples. There's so many to choose from. Laura, do you have a particular one I should show?
I love them all.
I know, they're all so good. Okay, so hold on. I'm just going to go TikTok. You know what? I'll just go in order. Here's Alana, because you're A. TikTok challenge.
What's up? I'm Alana from Homeschool Musical class of 2020 on HBO Max, premiering December 17th. And I need you to duet this. Leo! What the hell were you thinking? That's not fair.
Wait a minute. I chose the one.
Silence is so loud.
I chose the one non-song. Okay, so that was amazing acting though. Alana, brilliant. I'm going back in order. Annie?
I'm Annie Leppert from HBO Max's Homeschool Musical class of 2020. Duet me. Just one bite, cause all that wondering. It only takes a taste when you know it's good. Sometimes one bite is more than enough to know you want more of the thing you just got a taste of.
Yes, Annie.
That was the audition for Waitress.
Every single person has that. Duet them in an amazing song or an incredibly dramatic scene. Either one.
Hashtag HSM 2020 duet challenge on TikTok.
It's on TikTok for you youngins.
Say it one more time, Laura. What is it again?
HSM 2020 Duet Challenge.
Great. And Liz, to my fellow Texan, I send a couple of donations.
Oh.
You get them on your cell phone?
Only because he knows your area code.
That's right. From San Antonio area code.
Joe from Illinois, $20. Thank you very much. In honor of my niece, Bria from Wisconsin, class of 2020 Theater Star. Wow. Great, great uncle. Lou Ann from Rego Park, $20. In honor of Joe, an immense talent. We're so proud of you. We did it, Joe.
Yay.
Is it quiet for everybody else?
We did it.
You guys, not only are you talented, you're also nice. You picked like the nicest kids, Laura.
They're really, really deeply kind. They're not just like nice, they're good. You know, they're like deeply, except for Fischer, who's very, very mean to me. I'm kidding. It's that I love you. No, they're really kind, wonderful kids. And what they have taught me, something that I really admire about their generation, or at least the particular kids that I'm interacting with, is how open they are to being wrong. You know, if there's some form of microaggression or something that is said that is hurtful, they have no problem very kindly saying like, "Oh, hey, that's troublesome to me because blah blah blah," and then the other one is like, "Oh, got it. Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Oh, I know, cool, done." And I just feel like that is such a tremendous ability to communicate in that way and to not be defensive about it. And I really admire them for that.
Wait, so they know how to take rejection and they also know how to say when they're wrong? Like two things I'm still working on, and I'm literally 31 years old. That is crazy. Laura, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you, Laura.
No, I think I just heard lightning.
Laura, I'm out.
Oh, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
We're watching it tonight. Today's the premiere.
Today's the premiere, right?
Yeah, right now.
It's live.
So everybody, thanks for donating. Stop watching this. Go watch this amazing show on Get HBO Max first, please, and then watch it. Bye-bye.
Yeah. All right, Seth, what are you going to play us out?
I gotta try it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Moo.
Keep going, Seth.
Moo.
Moo.
Come on, Simon.
Moo. Yes. The option up. Yes.
We settle by the shore. Was it she'll make the move? 'Cause she loves me.
Moo. Thank you so much for having us. We love you so much.
Grazie molto.
Thank you.
I love you, Seth.